Jimsi Kuborn, Executive Director for Converse Economic Development Corporation. Today we are continuing a feature we started a while back called Write Our Story. This is where we feature some businesses within Converse and spread that out amongst the community. So today I'm here with Lars. Lars, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and where you're from, your company?
Absolutely. My name is Lars Nielsen. I'm the owner of Lars Nielsen State Farm on Drive off of FM 78. And it's great to be here. Thanks.
Awesome. We're glad you and State Farm are here. What's the best thing about the City of Converse as it relates to your business?
Growth. We have so many new communities opening up here, and it's been absolutely amazing to help all the customers, all the citizenry of Converse throughout our community. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Converse?
Yeah, so I live in Converse. I don't live too far from work, about 2 miles from work, in Rolling Creek, and so the subdivision. And so when I had an opportunity to open my business, it was easy for me to choose Converse. Just living here and knowing the community was big, and then two, of course, just seeing all the growth that's been happening over the last year or two. It was a no-brainer.
Absolutely, right? Running theme these days, choosing Converse. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Converse, and how long how long has your business been in Converse as well? You yourself, and then your business when you opened.
Yeah, so my wife and I, we moved into Converse, I want to say the 2017 or so. And so yeah, my daughter goes to school at Salinas, which is not technically in Converse, but there's a park being put in across the street from there, thanks to some great people here in the city. So yeah, my daughter goes to Salinas, and we've obviously been living and doing things in Converse for a long time. And so when I had an opportunity to open my business, Converse was an easy choice. So we opened back in February of 2021. So it's been about 6-7 months now, and it's been great. Community's been awesome. The EDC has been awesome. The City Council's been awesome. Everybody's been awesome and very supportive of what we do.
Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, so can you tell us what is your favorite spot in the city?
I'm almost fearful to say because I don't want there to be any favorites. But gotta love, Jack Potato spot. Gotta love Basie's. See, Converse Park, was that North, I think it's called?
North Park or City Park?
North Park.
North Park. Yeah.
Park. We were just there the other day. That was fun.
I assume your kids love your daughter loves the
yes,
zip line?
The zip line thing. Absolutely. And then they love to run all the way across to the other playground that's there too. So that's always enjoyable. Those would be my favorite spots.
I would say Basie's is definitely a staple in Converse and very well known in the greater San Antonio region.
Yeah.
And Jack Potato, gosh, Jackie's been doing amazing since she's opened. And yeah, Lars' business is what you would call a COVID business baby. It opened up during COVID,
yeah,
and doing great, right?
Yeah, we're doing really good.
That's awesome. So one of the things we try to talk about too is, the Economic Development Corporation, maybe not a lot of businesses understand what, we do in addition to trying to get businesses to move to Converse is when you are looking in the community, did the EDC assist you in this process?
Absolutely. One of the first things I did when I was working with my commercial realtor was to get connected to the EDC. One of the biggest reasons was to make sure that Converse was a place that we wanted to do business, make sure that the city was growing in the way that anecdotally I thought it was. The EDC was great. I mean, we were able to provide facts and figures on where the city was, where it's going, where we can see it in the future. So that's been amazing. And then the ongoing support as well, which has been awesome. Being able to make a phone call or just stop by and say hi, and be connected to people in the community that I need assistance with and who may need my assistance, it's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah. One of the other things, maybe not all businesses know as well, the EDC, we also help with new businesses when they come into the community to do a ribbon cutting. And then we promote their business on social media within the community newsletter, which gets mailed out to every mailing address in the City of Converse. and it gets published in one of the local community newspapers as well. So we really try as a staff to help our local businesses. Looking at your experience, right? What would you say to someone out there who is considering opening their first business, or maybe it's a franchise and they're going to open their next business? Why do you think they should look at Converse?
That's a really good question. So probably what comes to mind is when I first started looking into Converse and looking at the area from a demographics perspective. I remember pulling some information, and we had something like 20,000 in population, around 8,000 households, somewhere in there, and we've got 30,000 households now, in population, a little over that, probably somewhere around 10 to 12,000 households now. So when I talked about growth before, I mean, when it comes to business, that's the whole point, is to put your business in a place where it can grow, it can strive, there's something to feed it, so you can help customers be a staple in your community. People know who you are, a destination for your community. And Converse, with its growth, can provide that for any small business. It doesn't matter whether you're a dry cleaner, an insurance company, a food place, whatever it may be. That opportunity is here. It's just a matter of putting your business in a place where it can happen, and Converse is that, I think, is that place.
What do you think was the most difficult part of opening a new business?
Probably the hardest part about opening a new business, be it you've been in business for a long time or you're a new business owner, is getting past your own concerns, your own fears about whether this can be successful or not. You have to put your head down, believe in yourself, and just push through. And when you do that and you kind of follow your gut in those situations, you can be successful. And I think that's probably the biggest hurdle, the biggest challenge for most small business owners and anyone doing something new, be it a small business or having kids or
any new venture,
anything new to you. It's new, so you don't know, and there's concerns and there's fears there. But when working in Converse and knowing that the City Council has your back, knowing that the EDC has your back, knowing that there's people there to support you, just like in your personal life, in your business life, you can kind of set some of those concerns aside, pull on the people that you need, and push forward. And if you do that, you'll be good.
So there's a little thing we do here in Converse that some people have really started to pick up on, which is the Go Team Converse and the Converse tennis shoes, which Lars is really good at promoting as well. So Lars always sports his Converse too. So there really is a family feel here.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
And you talk about your fears and what went through your head and that being a challenge and having to overcome that. And you're right, we all have to do that. What are some things that you do in your business that you don't think most people might know, right? They have this assumption, State Farm insurance agent, he does this. So tell me something that you do that most people might not know.
I get to go to people's houses sometimes, take pictures of homes. I never thought I would do that when I first started, but that's fun. And the other thing probably most people don't equate, because just the nature of the business is you get to meet with people. Just period. There's so many other companies out there where it's arm's distance approach, so you can call or click and all those things, and we have that too. But when you have a question or a concern and you need to speak to a person, you can actually stop by, walk in, sit down with somebody, talk it out. Because of the services that we provide, it's much more personal. And because of that, I think that's what a lot of people don't know, that kind of sets us apart. But that's something I really enjoy each day, is getting to know the people who are part of my community. And I will say that I have a customer who lived in Converse, and they had recently moved. And when they moved, they literally moved 4 houses down from my house. So, which is a lot of fun for me, because I get to look and say, I insure that home. And there's a lot of other companies where that's not a thing. And because I'm in the community, they probably won't, but they could stop by my house, see my car outside. It's exciting for me. So,
little pride knowing it's direct impact on the community.
On my community, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So what are some of your goals long-term for your new business here in Converse?
Woo. Long-term goals. I would like to turn some of my team members into agents. I think that would be awesome for me to be able to help them grow in their careers. I would like to continue to see Converse grow and be able to really support my community and people know what we do at my office and be proud of having a State Farm agent in their community and want to say like that's my guy. I got a guy for that. And go see Lars. Those are my really big goals.
Yeah.
Really, is just for people to understand what it is that we do, why we do it, that we genuinely care. It's not about just insurance, but it's but they literally have somebody who cares about what's going on in their lives and taking care of them, and that because of that I live in their community, and so yeah.
Awesome. Well, we know Lars is very active in the community. He's helped out the city quite a bit with volunteering his time. And so if that's, been helping with the police and the fire. And Lars has recently joined the Economic Development Corporation board, which we're extremely grateful. We have 7 amazing board members, and usually when we have an opening, we have a lot of applicants, so it's never an easy choice. So thank you for all that you do for the community. You really have become such a strong partner for Team Converse already. So we're glad that we're in your goals as well. So let's end on a visionary aspect. So in addition to the goals for you, your company, and how you see yourself interacting with the community, where do you think the City of Converse will be in 10 years? What do you see?
That's a great question. Well, knowing what I know, I think Converse is going to be one of those communities, because we're a relatively small city. You got San Antonio, which is huge, over 1 million in population. On the way up 35, then you get to New Braunfels, which is huge, and in that area up there, it's one of the fastest growing areas in the country, which is amazing. And I think that over the next 10 years, Converse is going to carve itself out a little niche of being a place where it's not going to be passed through, but a spot to stop and take some time off to really see how the city itself not only has grown, but is really taking care of its citizens, not only from a public works perspective or police and fire perspective, but from a business and community perspective as well. Mm-hmm. Having the things in the community where people don't have to leave Converse to go and do anything. They want to go to the movies, you can do it in Converse. You want to go, like I said, dry cleaner, you can do it in Converse. Grocery store, you can do it in Converse. And even having some of those small niche businesses, some places have like the Buc-ee's where it's a destination. Having businesses that are destinations for people in our area to come to, just to stop by to say, I went to Converse and saw fill in the blank.
Yeah.
And being proud of that and taking pictures and all that kind of stuff. I think Converse can be that in the next 10 years, absolutely.
Yeah. And with their Converse tennis shoes on as they're taking pictures in the city.
We need Converse, the company, to.
I know, right? Yeah.
Donate something.
So Lars, thank you so much for your time. We hope that you continue to be a strong partner. We look forward to all of the work we're going to do together, and we hope everyone in the community has that level of pride and wanting to get involved. There's so many ways to get involved in the community and so many ways to promote what is happening in the community. So thank you for your time. Anyone who wants to find out more about the Converse Economic Development Corporation of the city and different information about what's going on in the city, the EDC's website is chooseconverse.com. We do have a specific page for Write Our Story where we have different collateral material, be it artwork from printed materials to video content. So if you're looking for anything at all, check out chooseconverse.com. We thank you so much for your time today, and we will see you out there in Converse wearing your Converse tennis shoes. Thank you all.